I can't get my child to play with food, so now what? um, okay, so I would say if they're not willing to play with food, and I don't know exactly what that means. They're not willing to play with food. Does that mean they're not willing to touch it? Does that mean they're not willing to interact with it? Like, pour it from one cup to another cup or touch it, pick it up with tongs or with a spoon? Are they not willing to be in the same room with food? That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So I would say, wherever your child is on that, like, okay, they won't play with food by touching it. Let's just say they won't touch the food. So of course they're not going to play with it if they're not going to touch it, right? So, in that kind of case, you would just go like one step back. So before they're going to touch it, are they going to, interact with it? So if they're not touching it yet, you might take, this is a pen, but like a spatula or a fork or something, and you might have them move the food around with a fork. They don't have to touch it to play with it. You would just go back one step. If they won't tolerate it in front of them, you can play like hide and go seek with it, because hide and go seek is you see it, but then you don't see it, right? You see it, but then you don't see it. So it's like, well, where is it hiding? Or maybe who is it hiding with? Maybe it's hiding with their favorite character. So we're going to find Elsa and Olaf's nose, right? So maybe it's your little Elsa figurine underneath a bowl with a little, orange little mini pepper, which looks like Olaf's nose, or a little carrot that could be Olaf's nose. And it's like, okay, well, where's Elsa? Like I hid her under one of these bowls. Where could she be? Where do you think she might be? And then, as they look under, you might look under quick and then hide it again. Oh, she's not under there. She's not under there. Nope, definitely not under there. Don't look under there. And then they're gonna want to look, and they might see it, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, Olaf, did he melt? What happened to his nose? I see his nose." Those might be ways to engage kids who don't even want to look at food. So you just have to go where they're comfortable, like one step in front of where you we're going to meet them where they're at, and just go one step before that. So if they won't tolerate it, on their lips, we're going to go back to maybe like smelling or touching it.